Hello everybody, welcome back to Eileen's Craft Nook. Today we are going to do this turtle, and it has a little frog on its back. I picked up this mold from Temu. It was a little more on the pricey side, but it is a very, it's a very chunky, nice mold. But it is deep, so I'm going to use my deep pour resin from Just Resin, and so that it doesn't flash cure or anything like that, and hopefully that will also help with the bubbles, because it's a um, very thin resin, and it shouldn't have the bubbles that a thicker one would. So what I've started to do is I have got these acrylic paint markers, and I'm outlining the design in the shell. If you can see, I wanted to have these outlined in gold. Now, you could do it after the fact, but then it's not as permanent, because then you have marker on top of the resin. This will actually, infuse it right into the resin. Now, because it's acrylic, which it means it's water-based, it's not a like a solid coverage. When it hits the silicone, it does tend to, I don't know how you describe it, probably like bead up would be a good description. So I've gone over the top row twice, and I'm doing the second row. So it may not be perfect when it comes out. That's okay. You can always touch it up when it comes out, but it should have that gold design to it. Now, you probably could try like an oil-based marker. I don't have any oil-based ones. I'm not sure how well they work on silicone, if they are permanent, like, where they wouldn't bead up, or if they would just do the same thing. Not sure. Now, my thought is I'm going to use mica powder in the frog itself, hopefully not getting too much outside of the frog. You can't just mix up the green in the resin, because the way this mold is the back part of the frog actually, like its little leggies here, if you can see, come up into the shell. So whatever I pour, in order to get his feet, it's coming up onto the shell of the turtle as well. So that's why I'm going to go ahead and use the mica powder in the frog. And then I think I'm going to pour the turtle clear, and it's going to have these gold designs. I haven't decided with the feet and the head. See, the head's the same. Wherever you put on the head, it would also include part of the shell. I don't know if I want to do those clear as well, or put some mica in there. Maybe I'll do some mica, or I could put some sand or something in. I haven't decided yet. And I wasn't also sure if I wanted to put something in here, like a flower or something that would kind of decorate the inside of the turtle. I probably will do that, kind of like I did in my last frog that I did. And I put that flower sticker that I picked up at the Dollar Tree in there. And you really can't tell they're a sticker once it's done. Okay, there we go. So that's one coat. I think I'm going to let that dry, and I'll probably go back in with a second coat. But let's I'm going to get a fine, actually I'm going to use, I think I might use this. It's like a end of a makeup. This is old makeup that I had. So this is like a eyeshadow, no, probably like a blender for a pencil, eyeliner pencil. So I'm going to try this, and I have this green from the Small Tongue mica powders, and I'm going to see if I can get this done without getting it all over, because it'd be very difficult if I mean, you can rub it off the turtle, but, and then it's going to rub all my gold off too. So let's see how well I can put this into the frog without it making a big mess. What's against you is the static. The mold, the silicone mold attracts the mica like static, so it'll pull it right off your brush. Particles of that mica. And there's also some smaller areas you have to get into for his little legs here. And of course his back legs come right up. And then when I'm done, I'll tip out this to get any excess out. I'll because I don't want it floating up into my resin when I pour it either. So I might have to go with a smaller brush to get those back legs. I'm trying to see in with my light to see that I got all of him. It's kind of hard to see down in there very well. Definitely going to have a smaller brush. So I'm going to wipe this one off. And I'm going to get a very small, tiny brush like this to see if I can get those back legs. One that's not as long tip, so this one has more of a shorter tip on it. There we go. Oh, I can't believe it's February already. Probably about another month and a half of winter for us here. Although it's not been a winter that I can complain about. We had one snowstorm, and it's been pretty mild this winter, which has caused some freezing rain, but it's been a beautiful weekend so far. We have sunshine. I was reading a weather article the other day that was saying here where I am, we had like, I think it was 4 days of sunshine in December and 5 in January. So it's always nice to get some sunshine, get some natural vitamin D into you. Okay, I have a little bit of cleanup to do, but it's actually not too bad. I'll just use one of these little suckers, and I'll just probably put a little bit of alcohol spray on here. And, oh, somebody's here or not. And just clean up those little areas. And then I'm going to put a second coat of gold on, and then I'll just let that dry for a few minutes before I add my resin. Alright, I have decided that I'm going to do the feet in green as well. And kind of like around the bottom edge of the turtle. And I'm using the same green that I used for the frog. Okay. Now, is some of the mic in the frog? Sure it is. You're not going to be able to prevent that. I can see it in there, but it's not too bad. Yeah, I'm not going to do the head. I'll leave the head clear. Okay. So, I'm going to mix up my resin. Oh, the dogs are full of it tonight. I'm going to mix my resin. I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I went to get my deep pour resin, and it's been a long time since I used this, and what I discovered is that it's yellow. The part B is yellow. So I'm not going to pour this clear anymore because I don't think it would be clear. I think it's going to have that yellow tinge to it. So instead I'm going to add some of these foil flakes and some glitter, like a gold glitter. So I'm just mixing this up. Somehow I lost the footage of me pouring it in the turtle, but I mean, I just pour it in the turtle. I had quite a bit left over, so I had this bottom half of the mushroom mold. I didn't have enough to do the top, just the bottom, but I'm just going to pour the rest of this into this bottom part of the mushroom. I can do the top at another time, and we'll let this dry, and then I'll see you when they are ready to come out. Hello everybody. All right, everything's dry. It's been 2.5 days. Because it's the deep pour, it does take a lot longer to dry. So I have my turtle, the bottom of my mushroom. I did pour this little goldfish or fish because I had just a little bit left. I mean, he's cute. You can't really see him all that well, but so let's take a look at the bottom of the mushroom. And now, as expected, I knew that my stuff would float down. That's normal, the glitters and the foils. This is pretty stuck here. I have to get it started. I got most of it out. Give it a twist. It's still a little bit flexible. Ah, there we go. Okay. Ooh, that is nice. Second, I'll show you guys. Let me get this mold back. Oh, I like that. I really like that. I didn't expect to like it that much. I like it because see how the glitter stayed in place? It didn't all float down. So there's enough glitter throughout here and some of the foil as well. But even with the foil at the top, that's really nice. I could just use the bottom as a little dish, right? Like I don't have to pour the top, but if I do pour the top, I'll show you guys what they look like together. Okay, well that's a pleasant surprise. I wasn't sure how that was going to turn out. Okay, let's take a look at our turtle and our froggy on top. I think the delivery guy is here. That's why the dogs are... Oh, he was easy to get out. All right, so first thing you see is that little froggy just chillaxing on top of the turtle. I have a little bit of trimming to do, not much. Okay, so you don't see the foil flakes from the top so much. You can a little bit see them through there, but this mold is actually matte, which I didn't think about, should have realized. But I still really like how the shell turned out, because you can see where I put the darker color in, and then the gold glitter highlights it. I think he turned out really cute. Not a big fan of the glitter in the top of his head, but I think he's a cute little ornament. And let's see what we'll try out with him next time. Let me know what you think. I think this one today is the star of the show. I'm impressed, still impressed of how pretty this came out. So let me know what you think, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for joining me. Like and subscribe. Bye.